The book, The Monocled Mutineer by William Allison and John Fairley, is now available at bookshops. And John Fairley writes about the recent controversy and the reference sources used for the book in Thursday's edition of The Listener.
We started out trusting everybody. We were amateurs. Amateurs! We treated it like a game!
Next Sunday, Hilda Bernstein's gripping thriller, Death is Part of the Process. The story of a mixed group of South African dissidents involved in the early struggles against apartheid. Thwarted in their search for peaceful change, they're forced to make a more dangerous commitment.
There is a new organization. It's a militant wing of the old African National Congress. It's called Umkhonto weSizwe. You know a bit about explosives. They could use your expertise.
If we stop now, we have many problems. Think of all the explosive we've got stored. We have to get rid of it.
Better get rid of it in a constructive way. One big bang, huh?
Yeah, the big bang we've been talking about so often.
An adaptation of Hilda Bernstein's prize-winning novel Death is Part of the Process begins next Sunday at 9:05.
In 15 minutes, David Lomax examines the plight of the Dominican Republic, whose fragile economy was reliant on sugar exports to the First World. Heart of the Matter follows the news now on BBC One with Jan Leeming.
The security agreement that could make Europe a safer place to live. David Steele faces challenges over the Liberals' nuclear defence policy. A campaign is launched to get 400,000 Jews out of the Soviet Union. And the Ulster policeman who survived a huge landmine explosion. The Warsaw Pact nations and the West are ready to sign their first arms control agreement for 7 years. In Stockholm, delegates from 35 countries have agreed on ways of preventing war breaking out in Europe by accident, or by one country misinterpreting another's actions.